Even though Rolls-Royce is now a name that means wealth and quality, it had an odd beginning. Imagine that a child goes bankrupt and then goes on to build one of the most prestigious car names in the world. What took place? Why did this kid do such terrible things? Was it a stupid idea or a brilliant one? Explore the fascinating story of how hardship turned into wealth. How can the story of a poor person who becomes rich teach us something? In this video, we will tell you the fascinating story of the poor child who started Rolls-Royce, a legendary name in the car world. Rolls-Royce, a $7 billion company, was founded by Henry Royce, a boy who started his first business worth £1 million with just £20. Born in 1863, Henry was born to James and Mary, who ran a flour mill. The family's business was struggling, and by 1867, they had to move to London. Henry started his first job at 4 years old, scaring birds on a farm, making only a few cents a week. His father died at 9 years old, further worsening the family's financial problems. Henry worked full-time for the post office and sold newspapers and telegrams, making only a few cents for each delivery. His mother was behind on payments and sent him to live with an old couple, causing him health problems for the rest of his life. By 15, Henry had only finished 1 year of school. His aunt tried to help him with an apprenticeship program with the Great Northern Railway Company, but she couldn't afford to pay for his housing. Henry moved in with George Yarrow, whose son was also an apprentice for the railway company. Henry learned how to use tools at night and began making beautiful brass model wheelbarrows. Henry Royce, born in 1877, started his career at a tool-making company in Leeds and later worked for the Electric Light and Power Company in Liverpool. He worked long hours and saved up money to take electrical engineering classes at the City and Guilds Institute, eventually becoming chief electrician for the Maxim Western Electric Company. However, the business failed in 1884, leaving Henry out of work. He decided to start his own business, F.H. Royce and Company, with his engineer friend Ernest Clermont. Initially, they made electric fittings and lived in a single room above the shop. They struggled financially, but Henry worked hard and persevered to create a product that was better than the others on the market. They eventually made their first great product, an electric doorbell, which sold out quickly. Henry continued to make bigger and more ambitious products, such as generators and an electric crane, and their profits grew even more. In the 1800s, Henry and Ernest had £30,000 in share capital by 1899, which would be worth over $1 million today. They decided to focus on making the world's most expensive car, but they also had a bigger goal in mind: to make the world's most expensive car. They married two sisters, Edith and Minnie Punt, and became family. Henry and Charles Rolls were both passionate about cars, leading to the creation of the Rolls-Royce brand. Charles, born in 1877 to the first Baron and Lady Langettock, was always messing with machines and studying mechanical and applied science at Cambridge University. He was one of the first people in the UK to own a car, getting his Peugeot Phaeton in Paris when he was only 18 years old. His father gave him the money to open a car lot, S. Rolls & Co., and started bringing in French cars to sell to English customers. Charles was known for his speed and daredevil spirit, participating in the Paris to Madrid town-to-town race in 1903, where 34 drivers and onlookers died due to the cars. He also loved flying and took over 170 trips in a hot air balloon. He was the second person in Great Britain to get a wing license. Charles Rolls and Henry Royce, two men with different upbringings, were the founders of the joint business Rolls-Royce in 1904. Despite their different backgrounds, they brought a wealth of experience to the partnership. Charles was a passionate motor engineer, while Henry was born into poverty and worked for his own resources. However, they were able to work together due to their shared passion for cars and their ability to harness marketing and public relations. In 1904, they presented their first vehicle, the Rolls-Royce 10 Ap, at the Paris Motor Show. They sold the cars at Charles' dealership for £395 each, which is equivalent to tens of thousands of dollars today. One of these cars was sold at auction for £3.2 million in 2007. The second vehicle to be sent to market was the Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost in 1906, coated in silver and aluminum. After completing a 15,000-mile endurance run, they pulled a publicity stunt to shock audiences by placing a cup of water on the running engine, which was dubbed the best car in the world. Charles tried to convince Henry to make an airplane engine, but Henry refused, saying that he would rather focus on cars. With the growing success of the company, Charles could now devote more time to flying. In 1909, he bought his own Wright Flyer aircraft and set the record as the first person in the world to make a non-stop flight across the English Channel and back. He was called the greatest hero of the day by the newspapers. However, Charles was also the first British person to die in a plane crash in 1910. Henry Royce's health started to worsen just 1 year after he lost his business partner, and he could no longer work at the Rolls-Royce plant during the day. He started to spend more time at home, even drawing up design ideas from his bed. Henry Royce, a renowned carmaker, started making airplane engines after World War I. In 1914, they created the Rolls-Royce Eagle engine, which increased the horsepower of Allied planes by half. By 1921, the cars were in high demand, leading to a 3-year wait list. Rolls-Royce opened a new plant in Springfield, Massachusetts, and in just 10 years, they produced 2,944 cars. The company's dedication to quality and meticulousness are evident in their production process, which can take up to 6 months. In 1930, Henry Royce was awarded the Order of the British Empire and made a baronet. He passed away at the age of 70, working tirelessly even when he was sick. His last drawings, including an adjustable shock absorber, were made before his death. The Rolls-Royce story teaches us that building something amazing can change the course of our lives, regardless of our background or initial circumstances. Henry Royce believed in striving for perfection and making the best thing even better. The Lamborghini story is similar, as it was built to compete with Enzo Ferrari. This is it for today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If so, then share your thoughts in the comments and also share this video with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you can never miss our video.